You've heard it your whole life. Renting is throwing money away. Buying builds wealth. So people stretch, scrape together a down payment, and buy a home they can barely afford. Because anything beats wasting rent, right? Here's the part nobody tells you. Owning a home burns money too. Real money, money you will never ever get back. And once you actually add it up, the rent versus buy question gets a very different answer. The slogan feels obviously true. When you rent, you hand over money every month and you own nothing at the end. When you buy, every payment seems to buy you a slice of the house. But that picture is missing half the story. A mortgage payment isn't one thing. It's split between paying down what you owe and pure cost. And a huge chunk of homeownership has nothing to do with the loan at all. Let's add up what owning actually costs you each month. And I mean only the money that disappears. On a typical home, mortgage interest in the early years runs over $1,000 a month. Property tax, a few hundred more. Maintenance, a roof, a boiler, a leaking pipe, averages another couple hundred. Then insurance on top. None of that builds equity. None of it comes back. It's gone exactly like rent. Put them side by side and the slogan starts to wobble. The renter pays $1,500 a month, and yes, all of it is unrecoverable. But the buyer, once you total the interest, maintenance, and insurance, they're burning around $1,800 a month that never comes back either, before a single dollar of it touches the loan balance. Owning isn't free. A big slice of it is just rent paid to the bank, the government, and your roof. So does buying ever win? Often yes, but only with time. Buying hits you with huge one-time costs up front, thousands in fees just to purchase and thousands more to sell later. That's why owning starts out far more expensive. But each year, a little more of your payment builds equity instead of vanishing. Plot the total cost of renting against owning, and the lines cross. Before that crossing point, renting is cheaper. After it, owning pulls ahead. And here's the cost almost nobody counts. To buy, you hand over a down payment, say $60,000. That gets locked into the walls. But that same $60,000 invested instead at a normal long-term return could grow to around $118,000 over 10 years. So the down payment doesn't just sit there. It quietly gives up nearly $60,000 in growth you'll never see. That's the invisible price tag on owning. So stop comparing rent to zero. That's the trap. The honest comparison is your rent against the true unrecoverable cost of owning. The interest, the taxes, the upkeep, the insurance, and the growth your down payment gave up. Sometimes buying still wins, easily, especially if you stay put for years. But sometimes renting and investing the difference quietly builds more wealth. Neither is throwing money away. One is just better hidden. So before you believe the slogan, run 3 quick checks. 1. How long will you really stay? The shorter the time, the more renting wins. 2. Add up owning's true unrecoverable costs, not just the mortgage. 3. Ask what your down payment could earn elsewhere. Answer those honestly, and you'll make this decision with math instead of a slogan you inherited. Renting versus buying isn't about right or wrong. It's about running your own numbers. Follow for the money math nobody taught you in school.